Hello, welcome to the live. This is Matt. This is Whatcast. I don't know why. I always end up playing myself back there. I've got to mute myself over there. Right, so today then I'm going to be carrying on with what I was doing earlier in the week. So I'm going to be looking at this vicar bloke and the rest of these people making their really lame. Can everyone hear me okay? Because I like to play around and change mics here and there, all over the place. And then we'll be looking at Pete and Pete, or whatever they're called, those pair, right? And we're going to start. And anything else, if you've got any other suggestions, I might jump to a couple of other things that I've got lined up. Let me just sort this chat thing out over here. See how we're doing here. It's up here, isn't it? That's what I want. Oh, I can see that now. Oh, cheers, Jim. Thank you. So let's get straight onto this then. There we are. It's all set up now. So I think I'm going to start with the gang, Vicar and the gang. Not celebrating, crying, whinging. You got old Dubs, Double J. Hello, everybody that's joining. You got old Dubs, Double J, and someone, I don't even know what his name is, Tron, the hard man. That's everybody's scared of him apparently on TikTok. He's there with Vicar, the leader of this discussion. I wonder if the real leader, apparently I've been informed that the actual leader joins later. What's his name? Vlad, right? So we shall see. Let's play on and see what's. So I've been curious for days to see what happens next there, and whether any of these people accept anything.
In their own studying, I think that's the best route personally.
Yeah, and it makes it hard to reach those people as long as we allow these 10-year veteran trolls to
Dude, not on my
interrupt
panel.
us.
It's over. I don't deal with
not
it
on mine
anymore.
either. I recommend everybody boycott these known trolls.
You have to.
If you want to be intellectually honest, you're more than welcome. And we're all human beings and adults first and foremost, and they act like a bunch of kids. So bye bye.
I know. Now I'll tell you, here's my new policy. My policy is this: if you come up, you ask a question. They may not like the answer to the question, and that's fine. We can talk about it for a little bit, but the answers aren't going to change. So if they don't like the answers, then what I do is I tell them that they need to go down the road to anywhere else until they find the answers that they like, because we're not going to change the answers on my panel.
Yeah. We're not going to change any answers on the panel because we haven't got any answers to the questions that the people like. Whenever someone's got a question that these people can't answer, they're just declared a troll, and we won't answer them. Just kick them off the panel. That's just the way it seems to go, right?
Those are the answers. If they don't like them, that tells me they're disingenuous, and we just send them down the gravity slide and move along.
Right. Who doesn't care about opinions and feelings? It's objective.
I don't got time for feelings. I got time for truth. That's it.
Really, Tron? So why are you still pretending the Earth's flat if all you got I've only got time for the goddamn truth.
Amen to that, brother.
You have some crazy people on your life, right?
Oh, it happens. Yeah,
Continue to watch.
It'll happen. Yeah, it does happen. It's unavoidable.
Continue to watch.
Come up today. He goes. He had a dream. This was his proof to explain some globe crap. He had a dream. I said, sir, a dream is not proof. What are you talking about? I don't know if they're trolling or what have you. This is the crap we're hearing. It's unbelievable.
That's unbelievable.
I had.
It's funny that they said someone's evidence the other day was that they had a dream and that was their evidence. I can't believe these people. They're just unbelievable. These are the same people that say, well, the Bible says this. So that's my evidence.
I had a dream that proves the earth. Really?
What was it? Did you get past any of that?
No, I told him I don't want to hear his stupid dreams.
God damn it. I don't want to hear your goddamn stupid dreams.
It's just showing the desperation, because if they got to rely on a dream, then they don't have any physical evidence. Here we are, 2025. There's zero scientific evidence to support curvature and or movement.
Yeah.
Did he just say that? Yeah. Here we are, 2025. Zero scientific evidence to support anything of the globe, other than the non-scientific evidence of there's a horizon, there's a picture there of the Earth taken every 10 minutes. Not evidence enough. There's the sun setting. Yeah, don't worry. There's 2 points of rotation. Yeah, don't worry about it.
I mean, I have dreams once in a while, but I don't go talking about them on TikTok. You know what I mean? Like it's going to prove something. Come on, guys. Let's get serious.
It shows their desperation, buddy. You know.
Yeah, cheers, Dubs. Double J pops up for with his ridiculous. Where's his beard? Why ain't he got a picture up there of himself or being on camera? I like his beard. It makes him look more of a bell end than the 2Js do. 2Js still make him look like a bit of a bell end, to be fair.
No.
Yeah, either that or they're just trolling one of the two, you know, and sometimes it's hard to tell. It's really hard to tell, you know, but we figured out after a while, then we dump them, get rid of them. Find serious people that want to talk and listen, you know, and take some information.
Serious people that here you are talking to this bloke with the flowing locks and the shades.
And go do some research. I don't expect anybody to all of a sudden talk to somebody online and then be instantly convinced of anything. But I do expect them to listen, take some information, and go research it. If they'll do that, there's a good chance they're going to come back.
Do your research.
Leaning towards the geocentric flat Earth. You know, there's a very good chance of it if they will do it.
No, and we're going to have an assertion count, though. If you hear it, make everybody aware, and we'll keep a count.
Yeah, most of the time, you know, they're there just to derail, is what I've seen.
Well, that's what the trolls do, and I'll tell you exactly what they're doing. Here's what they ask. They'll do this. They sound so sincere. They want to get into gravity. I don't even want to talk about gravity ever again. Really? I don't care about gravity. Yeah,
I don't care about gravity. He just don't care about anything he can't answer. That's the thing with him. It's a very cowardly position to have, by the way.
Gravity.
I saw Zesta in the chat earlier. Hello, Zesta.
I tell them they can have all of my gravity. I give them all of my portions of gravity. They may have it. Because gravity doesn't prove anything, and we all know it's horse crap anyway, right? So I stop it immediately. They can have all the gravity they want. And then they want to talk about, this is a biggie. They'll say, well, they want to go to the sky, another deflection, you know, and then they want to go to, what's beyond the ice wall? We don't know. We can tell you what we think. Let's move along.
Underneath?
You know? Right. And then they want to talk about this one. They start talking about, well, what does it really matter? And why would they lie? I stop it immediately. I also tell them, if you're not interested in the shape of the Earth, really, and you're not seeing anything about flat Earth, it really doesn't matter. Why? Now, does it? Because it's a wasted effort to even try to explain why would people lie. You see what I'm saying? It's all deflections and a wasting of time.
Well, maybe if you answer the questions occasionally, people will stop asking you the same questions. That's the problem you've got on it. Why would anyone bullshit about the shape? Well, it don't matter, does it? Well, it does matter, because there needs to be a fucking reason why anybody would do it.
This is exactly what I tell them.
One moment, guys. One moment. I just wanted to say to Iron Works, Vlad, I cannot add you to the stream because it says your mic is not connected. You need to jump out.
Is this still Fred they're trying to get in? Does anybody know who Fred is? Right? Because if this is, they said Globe Crusher. This is the Fred from TikTok. This bloke is probably the biggest dickhead on the internet. If he comes in, I'm not sure I'll be able to cope with it.
And connect your mic. It was the same thing happening with the Fred. So I don't know. It doesn't let me add you. Let me see now. Yeah, now it's cool. What's up? How are you doing, Vlad?
Yo, can you guys hear me?
Oh, no.
We can hear you.
Yeah.
Good.
Is this the boss that's turned up here? Boss! Vlad.
How are you doing?
I'm not bad. I don't know why I can't.
Think? Because you're thick as shit.
Okay. So if you guys can hear me. Hey, thanks for having me on, Vika. Panel, what's happening, y'all? Hopefully everybody's doing well.
What's up, Vlad? How you doing?
Yes.
I'm good, man. Good.
Oh, get your tongues out, Vlad's here.
I'm good, man. Long time no chat. Amazing discussion, by the way, today. You guys are rocking right now. And to the chat, what's going on, y'all? I see you guys. I missed out on y'all for the last few weeks, so want to say hi to the chat as well.
Yeah, the
Hi.
family's out there today, man. You know, Tron, I wanted to say that if you get into that, well, why would they lie thing, that might be a good turning point for someone, though, you know, if they're willing to say, all right, well, if it's flat.
I agree with you. It depends on who's asking the question and the sincerity of it. If it's coming from a troll, I can determine if it's a troll or if it's someone that's serious. If somebody that's really serious and they're asking questions early on and they're listening and they're not getting triggered, and then they bring up that one, of course we will answer and that sort of thing. But if
no, you won't. What is it? Is he eating like some Cheetos or something?
Someone just comes up and automatically starts talking about it, I'm like, what difference?
Is this bloke, the second bloke down on this panel here, is he still masturbating? He was earlier. You could just hear him bashing one out under the table.
Does it make at this point?
Mm-hmm.
See,
no, because that's a
I see spin. Welcome.
great turning point, because why would they lie? There's a million reasons you can go into right there.
Exactly. No, I agree for the sincere person. And I will do that. And we will do that.
Anybody with a half an eye open right now can get to one of those reasons too. There's so much garbage going on. It's like ridiculous.
You know what I tell everybody? You know, I have never, ever, not one time, ever had to ask anybody, why would all these lies have been told?
That's because you don't ask any questions from your own side of the argument. Because you don't care. All you care about is the other side of the argument, and trying to pick holes in shit you don't understand.
I never had to ask it. Because
me neither. That's an easy one, man.
I figured it out in my research as I become a flat.
I did my own research and I became a flat earther. No, you didn't. You watched a couple of videos and then decided that you was as sad as everyone else in the comment section of those videos and decided you wanted to be in their gang.
Earther, it was so obvious why we were lied to. So I'm
it's like catching somebody like robbing and you're saying why. It's like somebody asking.
They have to take fucking ages to watch it. Like, by the way, they are not just talking; they are actually watching Jaron talk to Professor Dave here. But they've probably not watched any of it for about 20 minutes because they're just talking bollocks.
Why? Why was Jaron conning people? Why? It's the same thing. There is no explanation.
It's like, are you serious? Really asking that?
When people ask why, it opens up the door for people to start having this hour conversation, right? And then if it's the wrong person, if it's a troll that asks the question, they're not going to be changed.
I should step into what are we talking about?
It turns into an argument and a bunch of garbage, and we've done wasted 45 minutes of time. You know what I mean? But
that's disappointing, man.
It is.
That's that's exhausting, bro.
But if they're sincere, they will listen and they will agree, and they'll be able to see it pretty quickly, so we don't got to talk.
They'll listen and then they'll agree. If they don't agree, they're obviously trolls. But if they do agree, then they're obviously serious people.
Talk about it for 45 straight minutes. That's why people lie. You know what I mean?
And it's good when they start to add their own points too, and then they're like, "Oh,
yeah," they'll start seeing it. Or they'll say something like, "You know, I was thinking that," and stuff like that. That tells you that we're getting through. You know.
Yeah. And you want to know something? I'll tell you. It's a good thing that we've been starting to boycott them, because I've been saying this for like a year now. I'm like, yo, do not let these jokers onto your panel. Don't let them onto your show, because my thing is this: we've given them they have how many years of a head start to figure out their stuff.
Do not let them on your panels. The last thing we want to do is look like pricks on our own panels when people come up and start debunking us live for everyone to see. So just don't let them on, and then we can't lose any arguments, and we can go, yeah, everyone's scared.
And they can't present anything. They can't. And so you got to look at it like this. Even with Jaron, right? Or Judas, I like to call him. That boy's sitting over there talking this nonsense, talking about, oh, they make fun of us. They call us Globers. And I'm like, bro, all you do, you've stole all this money from these people. I'm going to call it stealing. All right. I'm just going to call it like it is. He stole all this money. He gave them a freaking bag of false goods.
Has he just put himself up with bars in front of him? Is he now in prison? Is that?
He comes back talking about it. It's like, yo, dude, you didn't do any proper investigation. You didn't, and matter of fact, you couldn't even present a ticket. So in my book, to me, in my opinion, didn't nobody go nowhere. That's it. And I don't even want to talk about no experiment, because you didn't go nowhere. So you didn't you failed to do the basics, and you're worried about flat earthers calling you a glober. Dude, you need to grow up. You need to grow up. You need to fucking man.
I don't really give a shit if anyone calls me a glober, to be fair. Oh, you glober. Oh, am I? All right. Okay. I'll never recover from that onslaught.
And you need to just take responsibility for your errors. But you see, that right there, what I find telling in that whole thing is that you have him holding audience with Prostitute Dave. And then Prostitute Dave's over there got that.
Who's Prostitute Dave? Are they talking about Flurf Dave?
Mug look on his face. I'm like, yo, you can't take these people serious. If you're a true globe earther, and you truly believe that it's a globe, you have to ask yourself, well, why would these guys fight him? Like, ask yourself that legitimate question. Why would these guys fight him back, right? And then you got to see, you know what? We don't even want to talk to him no more. We're not making no threats or nothing like that. Yeah, sure, we'll make fun of him a little bit, but we don't even want to talk to him no more. That's how serious it is. So if these guys are genuinely globers, they'll ask us, well, why do you feel like that? Instead, they're holding audience with them. So my thing is this: do they trust him? Would they trust him? And if the answer is yes, then that tells you everything you need to know, that these people aren't serious.
Yeah, I love that lot when they say normies like that. So then, yeah, you fucking normies. Yeah, what? Normal people are weird now, are they?
But if they're going to look at his body of work, if they're going to compare his body of work to what it is we have and all the evidence, then if they're smart, they'll be like, yo, I can't trust this dude. And if you can't trust them, that means that what it is you've been looking at requires further investigation. That's all I got. I'm just landing my plane with that.
Oh, Professor Dave is prostitute, Dave. Got it.
Vika, just to let you know, that Blacklight guy that just came in, it's not the real Blacklight. It's just a troll mocking Blacklight. And the guy I just deleted also, his account's only 5 days old. So just so you know.
Yeah, that would be a troll.
They've been doing that too. They've been doing that too. Yeah, they've been doing it heavy. Yeah, they've been doing it. They've been doing this heavy, man. They've been trolling the hell out my channel. They've been offering people money to debate people. I'm like, yo, there is no debate. Like they're not serious people. And so they've lost all their silver bullets with all.
They're not serious people, but you won't even play. You won't even press play and watch this conversation because you mentally can't handle people laughing at you, especially when you know that they're right, really.
All flat earthers, in my opinion, to where we're in a good, solid place because you can't lose with the truth. And them acting the way they do shows.
If you can't lose with the truth and you've lost, does that mean you're fucking lying?
Everybody who's in the right. And you just can't lose with the truth, man. No matter what it is they say. They're going to call you a bitch. They're going to say you're a cow.
Bitch. You are a bitch. Hang on, I've got a sound clip for that.
Coward. They're going to probably find your email and cuss you out and everything else like that. It's cool. Don't panel them. That's it. There's no debate. Go somewhere, make your channel, make your Globe Earth channel, and then have people watch your stuff. It's that simple. We won't visit your channel, though. So don't cry about it.
Shut up, bitch! Oh, yeah, Jerry is crying. Yeah, that for sure. Shout out to our brother Justin Johnson for the members. And
shout out to Dubs. Double J. Big Dubs with a beard. The beard that's skinny as fuck, but still wider than his weird face.
For the gifted members. Really appreciate, brother. Oh, yeah, these people, brother. These people... all these collabs and all this is showing that how long these have been prepared, right? We never imagined that. Shut up, bitch! Right? All the same shit with Austin and Jaron, the debate, right? It's all a show.
Oh, they still hate Witsit, but like I'll see someone else earlier on. They was using a clip of Witsit, and they was all like basically saying, "Oh yeah, he's got him here. This bloke." I'm thinking, "Oh, you'll like him again, do you?" But not this lot. They definitely don't like him still. He's because they've called him too many names that they can't go back on it.
Right. This is also to get traffic. And in the end, I don't know if you guys have seen this whole mocking thing. He's literally there to beg for subscribers to this Professor Dave.
Yeah. They'll just go quiet. Oh yeah. Why is it like Tron was giving it all the big one before the leader came in there? Vlad, Tron was giving it. Oh yeah, and I'll just fucking god damn it. I'll tell them god fucking damn it if they come into my goddamn chat. Don't even goddamn talk to these goddamn and all this shit, right? And then what's name turns up, Vlad, and suddenly Tron just goes mute.
Yep.
Oh, Jim, thank you for the $5. Extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence. Well, yeah, but they don't think that they make extraordinary claims.
He's got well over like 1 million or something like that. And
they think that we make extraordinary, like it's an extraordinary claim to claim that the 1972 Blue Marble was a real photo, which it is.
Basically, Judas, yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot. And it's basically Judas. Yeah, and Judas.
I think what Professor David, I think he's got, something like 3 or 4 million subs. Yeah. Imagine being that popular on the tube of you. Like when you basically, like, you don't even have to make any effort really. Like I react to things. That's how I'm not someone that's ever going to sit there and try and make a really informative video and sit there and say, look, I do all this research and put all these clips. They're just too fucking long at the moment. I won't do that. If I end up with 1 million subs or something, maybe I will do that, because then you'll make a lot of money and it'll be worth your while. But right now, there's really no point in me putting that amount of time into anything when I'm going to make about £3 on that video. But imagine being in a situation where you've got the mind, you've got the knowledge, and you can just put something out for 20 minutes and to 3 million people and aim it at flat earthers. What a life.
I don't know how bad he's fallen off, but I'm hearing that a lot of people haven't been showing up to his show except for Globers. But the thing is Globers, that's the thing, like Globers don't have anything. They have nothing. They don't have anything, and they know it. That's why they have to.
They got nothing. They're absolutely useless, them Globers. Nothing. They got nothing at all. They ain't got anything. But I definitely won't talk to them. Like, never. Like, because they've got nothing. So there's just no point in me talking to them. So I could, because if they're so shit that they've got nothing, I could expose them really easily. But I don't want to. I'm not going to.
To come to our channel to derail us. They have nothing.
You derail yourselves. Look. Here you are in a supposedly watch along to Professor Dave talking to Jaren with this other bloke at the bottom. I don't even know who that is. And you've derailed yourself talking about other shit, right?
Exactly. They don't have no audience.
No. And you see all these lies. Man, look, all these lies that you see.
I don't have no audience. I'm a really tiny YouTuber. And my videos all do better than any of these people's videos.
Every way you look, somebody's lying. Every way you can't even trust your elected officials, which, many of us that have been in the game for a while, we already knew that you couldn't trust these jokers in the White House, Green House, Purple House, don't matter what house.
Yeah, definitely not the greenhouse. Those people watering the flowers, don't trust them.
You can't trust none of them. You understand? And so
it's their house and we don't live in it.
Yeah, you can't trust them dudes. And it's just bad enough that the foot soldiers on the ground with you, you can't trust.
Yeah, Tron, thanks for coming.
Them either. That's what really sucks, is that these people are just as broke. They get just as sick. They got kids just like you. They got bills just like you. They got a house just like you.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. Have you got houses? Do any of you own a house? Possibly a cardboard box or something?
Or an apartment just like you. But they lie. That's the difference. It's when you think you could trust somebody because they're parallel to you. You understand? And they're supposed to be working with you, but they're just as deceitful and just as duplicitous as those people that we call quote unquote elected officials. And
yeah, quote unquote elected officials. That's what they are. They're not really elected, just quote unquote.
It's like, it's so nasty. It's gotten to the.
I wish that he was the president. Vlad, that'd be good, wouldn't it? The world would be in a safe place.
The point to where it's like, we don't even want to talk to him. And now they want to get upset with us. It's like, nah, man, like you made your bed, you're going to have to sleep in that, homie.
Jaron thought that he's going to flip and he's going to make more money than what he used to con the flat earth people, like, like McToon and this Craig and all these guys. These guys are really fucking making money.
Yeah, they're really making money. Has anyone seen how much they're struggling? Not so much Toon, but some of the others are trying to get into different content and stuff because the flat earth stuff doesn't do very well anymore. And this lot of pretending that these people are absolutely swimming in cash at the moment because the government are paying them. NASA's sending them a check. I'll get like people on TikTok message me and they say, just tell me how much they're paying you. What do you mean? I've got like 3,000 followers on TikTok. If they're paying me anything, then I'm a waste of money.
And this guy so Jaren is fucked right now. So he's not even for flat earth, not for globe earth, right? This is the thing. He thought that flipping is gonna be like he's gonna be one of the most famous globers who came from flat earth, right? This is what he thought, but it's all gone wrong.
Good for him. That's good for him.
Thanks for coming in, Laura.
Their own tactics will be their own demise.
Seiko, you've just sent me. It sent you what you've sent it today, have you? Sent you a beautiful 17-second clip of lads dating life 20. What? So, what is it on an email? I'll check that in a bit.
Because we're too awake. They might have been able to pull the sheet over our eyes, 10 years ago, but we're far too awake at this point.
Yeah.
You see it a mile away before it even happens. You already know it's coming.
Exactly.
The broken record.
I've been streaming for 25 minutes now, right? And so far they haven't played 1 second of the thing they're supposed to be reviewing.
Record.
Makes me wonder if they like, they had to let it out, so they did their little dance with these guys back in the day and started it, and hopefully maybe they thought it was going to phase out, like I was saying before with the litmus test. Maybe they thought that society was mentally spent enough to just graze over it and never look back.
Yeah,
but that didn't happen.
What's crazy is that a lot of society does. They let stuff like that go,
Yeah.
But we won't. That's the problem is we won't.
Big difference.
They can let it go. Yeah. We won't let that go. And so that's what they weren't expecting. But I tried to warn them. I was like, dude, you got a whole bunch of flat earthers that they live to catch you in some bullshit. You think you're going to get one over on these people, man? They're waiting for you to just fuck around, make some bullshit up and act like you did it. Because they're going to.
Aaron, they is the boogeyman. Everybody that's got any kind of platform ever that's got more than like 500 followers or something is they, according to these bricks.
I'll find you. Somebody's out there. They will find
you. Oh yeah. So under the microscope, right? Especially Mr. Witsit also, because Jerry's out.
Mm-hmm.
Press play.
So let's listen to these clowns a little bit more.
Have I got to play my song?
Chime in on the which way you're pointing thing. That frustrates me so much because an analogy I've seen them use is if you're standing on one side of the freeway or the other side of the freeway, cars seem to be going left this way, but right.
Because that's the most simple explanation. That's the most simple explanation because the perspective, how things move and from which angle or which side you are looking. That's the simple answer. Right?
Yep.
You're facing the other way.
Wow!
Because if you're looking up at a ceiling fan, nobody's on the other side. You're on one side of the room. You're on the other side of the room. It's turning the only way it turns the other direction is if the ceiling is transparent and you're above it looking down.
Right. How do you get to the other side of the celestial sphere?
So that standing in from different perspectives thing is. Didn't Weiss try to use that shit?
Yeah, they all try to use it as well. Yeah, it's
boy.
It's
yeah. What I try to say about the sun setting is I say if you're looking west. And what that does is it then makes left and right absolute, right? So if you're looking west and you're in the south, the sun sets right to left, diagonal. And that's weird to us because we're in the north, so every sunset we've ever seen sets diagonally left to right. And if you turn around and look at the east, now the sun rises left to right.
Hold on, did the video stop? Is everybody seeing this still? Right? Did you say they started playing it and it stopped? I haven't got a glitch here, have I? Is that guy having the shit? Which guy? I don't want to play if it ain't playing for you guys. Is it still playing? Not now. I've paused it, obviously. One yes will do from someone. No one's helping me. I'm just going to play on then.
It makes sense to us in the north. So I can see where flat Earth kind of maybe made sense to some people because you could look at a flat Earth map and the north kind of makes sense. But where it falls apart is the south. The south is a complete disaster because it's completely not.
Yeah, inverts everything, which makes no sense over a flat plane.
Right.
Why would the sky spin different directions?
Right.
Yeah,
and
that's what I got. Oh my God. That's what I got Witsit on.
Go ahead.
Man, people try to explain to them. This is where these guys, I mean, they lose us again because we've explained to them 1,000,000 times over how it works in the South if they did do what they claim that they did.
I want to hear it. What is their explanation? Because they talk about the ceiling fan. They can't explain that. That is a gotcha for them. They know they can't explain it. So what do they say? What do they say to explain that? Because the only way you could make that turn the other way is to go above it and outside of the ridiculous fucking dome that doesn't exist.
They don't want to hear it. That's their prerogative, in my opinion. So, like, they're going to act as if we didn't present to them a case for what it is that Jaren may have claimed to have seen. So it's like, man, they heard the news before, so they're full of crap. They're full of crap. Plus, on top of that, why isn't it that these guys aren't talking about, why is it that the sun looks like a dang football at its bottom?
because you don't understand how 360 cameras work. Now, and isn't it funny how you don't want to address what they're actually talking about, which is about the ceiling fan and making it spin the other way based on perspective.
And then at its apex, it looks like a football again. And then on the way up and down, while it's doing that little sine wave pattern, it looks like a football
the pattern that it absolutely should be doing where they filmed it. It's exactly what it should be doing.
Whole time. Nobody wants to talk about that. Those guys don't want to talk about that.
Everybody wants to talk about it, but you won't talk to anybody. I'll talk about it. Come here right now and I'll talk about it.
So to me, yeah.
Sam just brought that up earlier. He's going to be he's doing something with I think with Tune during this week, so you might hear something more about that.
And I mean, we see this. This is an optical thing. So I mean, I don't know if anybody in.
No, I'm not really. I've got a Discord, but I haven't used it in forever, and I just don't really have time to do things like that. So grab me on social media, any social media at Whatcast.
Here has ever been taught that the sun looks like a football or a frisbee. You know what I'm saying? I've never been taught that. It doesn't look like a donut. It doesn't look like that to me. I've never been taught that. I don't think anybody's been taught that.
Well, Vlad,
that's what I'm saying.
It's an old Blake spheroid, man.
Right, like everything else. Nobody's ever been taught that. So
what I'm going to try and start doing again, I figured out I was doing my own research. I was doing my own research today about something, and I was trying to figure out how, because I'm on Apple, it's hard. You can't get TikTok Studio, right? So, but I found a way around, a workaround. I think I'm going to try it and see if it works, where I can stream onto YouTube and TikTok at the same time, and then that way I can go in, and the people on the flat earthers on TikTok are still stupid enough to want to debate, so I can do that and stream it here at the same time. I hope. So it's something I'm trying to do next week.
I could see if they said, okay, if there's a 24-hour sun, well, why does it have to misshape itself? But you know what? These guys, that's how you know they're full of shit. They're not asking those questions.
They have asked them questions. I asked a professional photographer on a live stream and had it fully explained to me. You know, the sort of shit that you don't do.
And because they're trying to act as if it's not happening. So they could say, all right, see, it is a global.
Yeah, I know you are, CK. And I noticed something last week, and I figured it out today as well. You were sending super chats last week, and they was all like $4.99 or something like that. And apparently that's if you send super, this is how much you rip it. I mean, for God's sake, don't stop sending super chats, people. I love getting super chats. But YouTube take 30%. And if you send it from an Apple device, Apple take 30%. Why did Apple take any percent of that? That's so fucking wrong.
Because it's doing A, B, and C, which to me, it's like it doesn't matter because ain't nobody coming up with these tickets. Except for one person, I got to see all these tickets. You understand? So in my world, it didn't happen. I think, honestly, I'm going to land my plane right here. Honestly, I'm going to land my plane right here. We need to start asking them. We need to start asking them, where's the ticket at? Where them tickets at?
That's all right. Just next time, just send me like $100 or something, and then I'll still get a worthwhile amount out of it. I'm just kidding. Thanks for everything that you do.
Give us the tickets. Give us the itinerary.
I noticed that on other things that I've had with Apple as well. If you use apps and people try and send you donations and money, Apple take a percentage all the time from everybody. I've got no idea why.
Cool. Then it happened. Because in my world, it did.
I don't know. Today, did you send $5? Because it came up as $5. Usually the telltale sign is when it's $4.99 or when it's something 99. That usually tells you when it's sent from an Apple device for some reason. I don't know why.
It didn't happen. If you can't present them tickets, we're wasting our time.
Where is the terabyte of data?
Yeah, he was doing it, Arnold. He was doing it through the looks of the screen that Globy used to do that on. He was doing it on Streamlabs, I think, or Restream, one or the other. But he didn't. He was streaming like a screen capture. But there's a way of doing it where you can stream vertical to one and horizontal to the other simultaneously. I'm just hoping that the sound from TikTok would still come through onto the YouTube stream. But I think that's how Blitz and that do it. So it's stuff I've got to figure out. I have to do a little test and figure it out. But I don't really want to pay out anymore. So hopefully it'll be a free service.
That's another one.
Where are the experiments? Yeah, where is the infrared filters, images and video, right?
Yeah.
Thermal videos.
Telemetry data.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, Jaron.
Oh, CK, possibly from a MacBook, it was all right then. Possibly. I think it's only if it's from a phone or an iPad, they take 30%. I don't know why. Because you're using a browser on the MacBook. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
Jaron always claims that he's like, oh, I used to be a manager at Long's. Long's is it's like the West Coast version of CVS. I know they have a bunch of Long's out in Hawaii and stuff, right? So it's like it's a pharmacy. It's a big giant like Walgreens, right? So he said he used to be a manager at Long's. What is something, whether you work at Long's, Staples, Home Depot, Wendy's, don't matter. If you are a manager and you're tasking one of your workers to do something, they go out and do it. They come back, they report to you, yes, it's done. What is it as a manager? What is it that you do? You trust him that he's done it.
What has this got to do with fucking anything?
Because he said he did it. But you also do what? You verify. You verify the claim that they did what they said they did. His monkey ass went out there.
Oh, cheers. What is that? €5? Thank you very much. From Android. Cool.
Well, he claims that he went out to do something. None of the stuff that he said they said they was going to do got done. Nobody do no curvature test. I didn't see that. This dude was still trying to figure out the damn camera, and then they were like, "Hey man, we got to get on the plane." So you mean to tell me you got this? You got all this money that these people sending you? You got this Nikon 900, P900, P1000. You still don't know how to use the freaking thing. You've been.
I mean, anyone with Apple, don't make it put you off that they're taking percentages. I wish I hadn't said anything there.
Planning this trip for like a year and change or whatever it was. You didn't ask nobody what you didn't ask for a grocery list of things to do. In my opinion, one, you didn't.
Does this bloke ever shut the fuck up?
Go, right? One, you did not go. Two, you ain't serious. Three, you knew good and goddamn well you wasn't going to go. So you probably had some shit already pre-staged story-wise for us. Because you being a manager at one time in your life, and apparently he was what he claims to us is that he was a pretty decent manager. Your job is to trust but verify. So you're going to do your damnedest to do the things that you say you're going to do and then provide everybody else the evidence. Because you as a manager, you have that same expectation of the people that work for you. That's how I see it.
We never got no 24-hour continuous video feed now, did we?
As far as I know, we didn't.
We didn't. Remember, they didn't have no internet, supposedly.
Oh, hang on, someone else talking.
Conveniently.
Oh, it's
they couldn't figure
Tron.
that crap out? Come on, man.
Thank you for the super chats. I see Spin
right,
199.
Like
This is the Foundry. Cheers. Microcosm. $5.
Yeah, when
Love the show,
allegedly
Matt.
the
Thanks,
first time
mate.
ever that Starlink has been there in Antarctica.
Yeah. These dudes just making it up as they go along. And piss me the hell off.
This guy Motorboat seems to think that they've already showed their tickets. Well, who's he talking about, McToon? Or because I haven't seen anything from Witsit.
I think they said what's his name? McKeegan. No, they said McKeegan showed his ticket. So okay, if McKeegan showed his ticket, I want to see McKeegan's ticket. I want to see Jaron's ticket. I want to see all their.
Yeah, someone's shown the ticket, so that's not good enough. I want to see all the others' ticket now. That's not good enough for the one person, even though that's all we asked for originally. And if you won't swear on the Bible, then I definitely don't believe you. Then Witsit swears on the Bible. Well, I don't believe him anyway. So why ask?
Tickets, because here's the thing: they're full of shit. If these motherfuckers went, that's the first thing out their mouth. I'm so tired of these goddamn lies, dude. I'm so tired. Like, I don't understand how these Globers could be satisfied with such a shoddy and shitty product. These are not serious people. They are not serious. If you're serious, you're going to be like, hey, we need to see it too.
But yeah, because it goes through the agenda, brother, right? This is the thing. That's why the Globers are happy. They are defending Jaron and Witsit and the other girl because it goes to the indoctrination. They are going to push it. You don't care who the fuck is it. Like, you know, that's the reason.
That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Good. That's cool because the more they keep pushing that, there's no debate. That's cool. That's cool.
Simon Hanson, thank you. New Zealand dollars. First of them I've ever got. How's it going? Good. You all right, Simon?
Cool. And you want to know something? They're being caught out there for being liars. So we're not bullshitting. We don't have anything to hide, right? These dudes, their lies are catching up with them. That much I know. It's frustrating for us, yes, but like everything else, man, their lies are slowly but surely catching up with them. And I think we're starting to see it. They're starting to see it.
No one's starting to see anything. You are completely deluded. You won't even speak to people because you know that you have no answers for anything anymore. Arnold, thank you, $5, because if they don't all show the tickets, then the earth is a dirt pizza. Exactly. And they wouldn't accept it anyway. Like, some of them got stamps, didn't they? But it's like a novelty thing they'd get down there, because it's not actually, it's still owned by Chile or whatever, wherever they went to. So they didn't actually change territories, if you like. So they could get a stamp if they want. A couple of them did, a couple of them they didn't. They keep asking for it. The people that did get them are willing to show, but they don't give a shit.
I think you guys said earlier that they're not making a final experiment movie, or they're not doing the thing no more, so they say. Because you know why? Because people are going to find holes in it. They're going to be people outside of the flat earth that will see it, and they're going to be like, wait a minute, this shit, they're going to see things maybe we don't even see. This is why they don't want to run that risk, if that's true.
Yeah, they'll just sweep it under the rug and create a bunch of new psyops that we can talk about.
Yeah, that is the reason. That is the reason that we have to keep an eye, because after this, you're going to trust, right? So they're going to push.
Fuck off.
Now, this indoctrinated shit, right? And especially Mr. Whitsitt. So.
And that dude, man, I don't even know about him. I don't even know about him.
Who?
Whitsitt.
Whoa, thank you, JD. £19.99. Love it. Thank you very much, mate. Thank you.
Nah,
I don't even know about that dude, man. That dude, you know how many times we were asking for a ticket? Then he was like, hey, bro, what do you mean, bro? Like, who does paper tickets anymore? Be like, all right, then give me the one online. Because you're supposed to have itinerary too. You flew, right? You flew to that place. You got all kinds of stuff online.
They was all GPS tracked there. They all live streamed whilst being GPS tracked. They were interacting with the chat whilst they were fucking there. Are you seriously expecting people to believe that if they'd have shown you a ticket, you would have fucking believed them? Someone filmed the entire fucking flight there.
No, you can fuck off.
Trying to say that you flying here, you flying there. This is where your gate is. This is the time that you board. You got everything online. Everything is online. So you could talk crap about us being old school, asking for paper tickets. Then give me the internet ticket then. Why don't you give me the...
What difference would it make if they did? Everything you've been shown so far was of no significance to you whatsoever, including a 24-hour real-time video that you can look around at everybody walking around doing their own thing. Watch the sun for 24 hours. It didn't matter. Live streams at midnight didn't matter. But a ticket would definitely matter.
Internet ticket. But you see, they full of shit. That's how you know they're disingenuous. They can't provide the easy things.
That contradicts McKeegan having a ticket. Do they all get tickets or just one guy? Do they share a ticket?
Exactly.
I think it depends how you run your ticket.
Yeah, I know, Max. I covered that. Yeah, I want to see your ticket. Would it change your mind if I did? Nope. Well, actually, is that what Chewy actually said, or did he say this instead? Where is Chewy on here? I think that was his actual answer.
You know, if you do it electronically, you might be on your phone, but if you do it in physical,
You're gonna frame that piece of shit ticket, and you're gonna be showing it to everybody.
Thank you. You know how many?
I want these to like actually commit to something, ask for something that they actually want, and then when they get it, accept it and say, okay, that's convinced me. So if they're not going to do that, why do they ever ask for it? It's what I used to say to Gas Pressure / Spurs Chemo, who I'm sure I'll be speaking to again soon. And he won't commit to anything. He just says, no, you've blown the opportunity. Wicked Pisser, $2. He says, nothing to hide, but nothing to offer either. Exactly. Fuck all. That's why I won't speak to anybody, ever.
You know how many people are online right now?
There's the amount of people that used to challenge me to debates. Well, I'll see you on Modern Day Debate. Or when Jaron was doing the debates, it was like, I'll talk to you, but not on anyone's channel but Jaron's. You realise since December, I've not had one challenge for a debate from anybody.
They're like, hey, here's my ticket to Antarctica. Here's my ticket to Union Glacier. Here's my ticket to here in Antarctica. So many people show it off because it's almost like an anomaly. Nobody goes to Antarctica. It's not like your
trophy, bro.
Well, what they've offered to show it to you, and you said it wouldn't change anyone's mind. So why would they fucking bother? Phil Bell in the house. Cheers, Phil. They actually teach each other how to offer. They do. Yeah, that's absolutely what they do. Wonder if they actually teach each other. But they all learn from each other, for sure.
Yes. Nobody. Yeah. Spend all that money to go to that damn place. It's not like you're flying into JFK. You're flying to freaking someplace that.
I've seen the videos with Chewy. That was funny. Oh God, does Chewy know he's called Chewy yet?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Kind of sounds familiar. It's like going to the moon and, you know, throwing away all the evidence.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we went. Oh yeah, trust me, bro. Man, get out of here. A bunch of grown ass men. You know what I'm happy? You know what I'm happy about is that everybody gets to see their fucking faces. That's what I'm happy about. Yes, we're a little frustrated, but here's the thing: they stained their names with this lie. It's them.
Yeah, stained my name with this lie. This is their entire life, though, isn't it? Like, I don't really even think about this anymore. Like their entire personality is flat earther. They really think that when it's exposed, it'll be the globe earthers that have trouble in life. I don't think so.
That stained it. So people, you know, like just like the moon landings. You think those guys feel good about that? You think them dudes felt good about that? Because their names have to go with that lie. So your name is going to go with this grand lie, and people are going to remember you, and they're going to remember your kids too. So you better watch out.
Oh, fuck off, you dickhead. Yeah, everyone's going to be after your kids now because you told a lie. Well, the same lie that most of the world are telling about the globe. The big lie that we was all fooled by. Yeah. What happened to all you normal people? You went to the indoctrination system. The Rockefellers. And the first thing you ever saw was a fucking globe. But we were too smart to fall for that tomfoolery.
Yeah, their legacy is
fucking pricks.
People are gonna remember, but the negative side, the bad side of history, right?
That's true, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that's what is the real trophy.
Yeah. That's the real trophy. You look like a bunch of winners to me. That's the real trophy.
Well,
how much have they played so far of this video they're supposed to be reviewing? They've played so far, they've played about exactly 3 minutes, haven't they?
Let's listen to these people. Yeah.
No, but you need spectroscopy, you need a container.
It sure does. So my last question is just I don't pay attention to flat earthers. What is your
okay? You're so cool.
What is your perception of the flat Earth community? Is it a shell of its?
That just jumped, didn't it? Was that me that jumped that? I don't think it was. It was them, wasn't it?
Former self. Is it just as strong as always? Numbers. What's the morale?
It's stronger than before. Before it was fake, how Sam and other people were saying. But yeah, now the true community is going to be seen, right?
I agree.
Yeah, right. It's not new.
You agree, but you don't know what we've... I didn't jump it, though, did I? It was them that they jumped it forward. Must have done. I can't imagine how I would have done that.
Anymore. It's
just sitting here pressing the space bar.
It is already in the public, you know? I know, there's not one of my friends don't know I'm a flat earther. You know, every single one of them knows.
Yep.
At the end of the day, it just makes us stronger, really, because if people can come to the conclusion that, you know, they...
Oh, Double J with his words of wisdom here for Dubs. Yeah. The weaker we get, it just makes us stronger. What, Dubs? You can't even afford a razor. What are you doing with that ridiculous fucking beard as well? Like, what would you have this wispy bullshit fucking grey piece of shit fucking cat tail crap hanging down off your chin? Gust of wind and it'll blow down the fucking street anyway, you dickhead. Yeah, we're winners, we are.
Take the 24-hour sun down there, then, you know, that's going to be the thing that wakes them up, you know, because why would they take it? The whole reason they went there was to prove it was there, and you don't need to fake something that isn't real.
That's right.
Oh yeah, that is the reason. That is the reason I always say everything happens for a reason, and it's always good.
Everything happens for a reason. So the sun was spotted in 24 hours, streamed and everything for the reason of making these people look fucking ridiculous.
So,
yep. And it doesn't help. It doesn't help that people are coming into these lies these days. You know, it doesn't help that people from the Epstein files to this dude getting shot in the throat to everything. That thing.
Relax, brother. Yeah, no politics.
Oh, my bad.
Videos, and they all think that they're going to change the world. You know, and then you go look, and you're like, well, what's the last video?
Sorry, I just gave the play like this. Yeah, we keep up.
Yeah, even the fucking twat with the long hair and the shades got bored of you pricks talking and started press play again.
From politics, lad.
Yeah, no, my bad. But I'm just saying, like people in general, like where there are lies, they're gonna look at it, they're gonna turn their nose up, and they're gonna rip that thing apart. And people are just so frustrated with any kind of lie that if you start BSing them, they're gonna lose their mind, and then they're gonna turn against you. So, these globe people that are genuine, you're genuine. You just need to look a little further. But these people that are deliberately doing this psyop stuff, you guys know who you are. The ones that are doing this trolling and stuff. Hey, man. You're digging your own. You're doing yourself a disservice. Not
just doing yourself a disservice because you're lying. That's what it is, right? You can't possibly think that all of the evidence agrees with you when it fucking does.
At the end of the day, it's not us. Yes, we're a little frustrated, but you're doing this to yourself, and then people are going to see it, and they're going to see you behind it.
Yeah.
Video that you did that had more than 10,000 views, there isn't one. So there's not and 10,000 views out of just the country of the United States is like 0.00.
Here he's mentioning that flat earthers don't have even 10,000 views. Wake the fuck up, Jaren.
They don't.
Wake the fuck up.
He ain't serious.
He ain't serious. Point me to a video that's got 10,000 views since TFA by any of these bricks.
2%. So if you can't even reach a 20th of a percent, you're not changing the world.
Dude, you live under a rock, Jaren. Right? Forget about others.
Oh, link us to that video then, Vlad. No, not Vlad. Vicar.
Flat earthers. Go to my page and see the video section. Facebook. Just one video might have enough views and reaction of all your 1 year worth.
I see spend $199. Thanks. Have you seen this amount of cope in one vid? I don't know. Probably not. Probably not, to be honest. They're all kind of similar, but they're not saying anything. This is what I find. So if they was actually making a point, trying to cover something up with the fact that it don't matter because we've got this coming and we've got this evidence and we've got this in the works, but it's literally nuh-uh, and the truth is definitely coming. Where were all of these requirements? Like, why didn't any of these people contact any of the people that went before they went and said, we want to see the stamps when you come back. We want to see the tickets. We want to see the stamps. No one did it.
Just one video, Jaren. I'm not making shit up. So maybe you're living under a rock.
Yeah. My question is this: does Jaren still have the same viewership that I'm hearing he doesn't? Because I don't watch Jaren.
He's crying.
Does he still have the same viewership as he once did?
I heard his viewers numbers tanked.
Yeah, which completely disproves everything you say, doesn't it? So, he's done it for popularity, but his viewers have tanked. He's done it for money, but he's struggling on YouTube and looking for an actual job to do because he can't make the money that he used to make on YouTube. He's even starting a new channel to try to make some money again because he knows that the audience that he had are not there anymore, even though the numbers are still there. People just haven't stopped following the channel. So he's creating a new channel. I think it was Interestingism or something. And he was talking about other conspiracies and stuff that he's launching soon. That's what he told me. And why would he be doing any of that if he was heavily paid off in the South Pole and bought a new house and everything? Like, why would he need to? He'd be set for life, wouldn't he?
I wonder why.
Into the mid hundreds to pushing 1,000.
Yeah, probably because he's telling the truth so much. I don't know.
What channel is this from, Phil? This is from this Vicar's channel, Vicar Draziv.
Don't let it get under your skin, though, Vlad. That's not healthy for you, bro.
I hear you, man. I hear you. Like, I think about it, it motivates me, but it's just
anger's good motivation, though, right?
It is for me, definitely.
The only thing is, Vlad, that we don't have to forget this bullshit because these people and many other people are trying to put it under the rug. It's not happening. Yep. From now on, it's not happening, especially with all these group or TFE group. It's not happening, right? Mm-mm. So self-electing and
It already has happened. None of you made any requests beforehand of any of this stuff you're now demanding. It's so fucking ridiculous. Thank you, CK. They don't need to share facts or evidence because they already know the truth and you're a troll. Spitting facts. facts, no debate. I know they don't want to debate. I'd love them if anybody popped in here today, Ledwell or any of these pricks. Even that Zester, I don't seem to be around. I'd quite like someone to come on today and spit some facts at me on the live stream.
Selecting and doing all this kind of shit, it's not going to work. So anybody, truth seekers, flat
Oh, SCK, don't be directing everyone away from my stream when it's on.
earthers want to
Oh yeah, disloyal.
do things. If you're going to associate with these sellouts and with these disinformation agents and con artists, there is no trust. There is no value in what you're doing. So get this information and this message out very clear that any association of these people, Jaron is gone. Witsit is left. Any association is not.
Witsit ain't left, has he? At all. Fuck off, Witsit.
It's not going to be trustworthy, whatever you're doing. Maybe you want to change the world now. So they're screwed. They're on.
Yeah, I know. 30 likes and 87 watching. What's going on? That's a high number for me, though. I've done lives before and had less than 10 watching a couple of years ago.
Self. They have shot in their own foot, right? Nobody else did it.
Welcome, Unfornicated.
Right? So
I've had no new members tonight either. That's quite annoying.
Did you see how Neil deGrasse Tyson went ahead and he used their footage when he was talking about the North Pole?
Yeah.
Did you see that? Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, you know what?
Well, if I got new members, I missed them. Put it that way.
I'm like,
Speaking of Tyson, I just heard today that about 2,000 top brass in NASA are retiring.
I wonder why.
I don't know if it's true or not, but that's what I heard.
Yeah. Do you think it has any? You think it has anything to do with the 33 billion gallons of water that's on that comet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
33. Nah, it's just like they shut down a great majority of their social media networks. They shut them down. They can't handle what we're doing.
Yeah.
You know, and if that's really
My mum bakes cakes. Welcome.
collapsing, then it makes sense that the top guns would want to get out of there.
Exactly.
And
they don't want.
Well, they got to
don't want their names
make
associated
more
with it.
room for the new soul sellers, you know.
Yeah.
people going to
Because these
Mars.
guys. Yeah, because these guys are
93 people. Let's see if we can get over 100. 95. Here we go.
seriously claiming that they're going to the moon. The Artemis group. They're like, oh yeah, so when we go to the moon, I'm like, okay.
When is this?
Yeah, I think it's next year. Next year, I don't know. To 2026. Yes, that's the claim. That's the claim.
So
They're
they're
not going
they
anywhere,
better come
guys.
up with something good.
No, they're not going anywhere.
Yeah, they ain't going nowhere. They ain't going nowhere.
I'm dying to see what they come up with, though. Or if it fails, maybe,
Yeah,
might
they
have
ain't going
a
nowhere.
4th of July show or something.
They ain't going nowhere.
Well,
Well, that's
apparently
for sure.
India stole the telemetry data because they happened to go a few years ago.
Yeah, China too, right? China's up there. India's up there.
Nobody's talking about
Liars.
the stolen telemetry data.
Yeah.
You know?
Or the one that they found at the McDonald's. Like whatever their story is.
What triggered them this time to stop this stream and keep talking some more bollocks anyway? Did he just say something about his channel? I can't even remember. They get triggered like that. It's like 3 sentences are exchanged between these 3 people and then they have to pause it and go off on one about the same shit they've already said 600 times before.
Always got some BS going on. They always got some nonsense, some
What a bunch of bellends, correct.
lies going on.
It's going to postpone like any other shit they have been doing.
I was
Yeah,
just thinking that they'll
just-
kick the can down the road again.
Yeah. Until they phase out all the sci-fi lovers, right?
Yeah.
They cannot see that. There are so many people from the 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000 waiting things to happen that these people really go somewhere, right?
Yep.
They just show you a fire show, a rocket show, and some CGI, and it's enough.
Yeah.
It's enough.
Yeah, it's all CGI. It's never real. It's just CGI, that's all.
They ain't going
Might have
on.
worked in the 60s, but not today.
Nope.
It might have worked in the 60s. Didn't for you, though, did it? Because you don't believe any of that either.
Oh.
Yeah, let's hear these guys.
I hate to tell you, but they just they don't accept
Less than a minute for my target before I create another target.
anything that comes from outside their belief system. So it is an absolute.
Okay.
And in my opinion, one of the biggest mistakes is allowing them in any scientific discussion because it's not scientific.
Dude, you guys are the most unscientific people we have ever seen.
I know.
Ever.
All we do is talk about science. All I want to do is bring it up. They don't know anything, nothing. They will be destroyed immediately because they don't know science. They think they do until they run into some of us that do know the science, and they have nothing, nothing.
You got that science.
Why don't they do any thing with a Flurf 1 million? Have any of these own one? I've not heard them mention it. Usually if they own a Flurf 1 million, they generally talk about it quite a lot, like it's the most scientific piece of equipment anybody could ever have.
Scientism. The pseudoscience.
Yep.
But we're the science deniers.
Yep.
Yeah. Cool story.
Yeah. I just want some tickets, man. You know we ain't never getting them.
I'd go to the moon in a nanosecond.
What's that Super Ghost? Flat Earth Simulator. What the fuck is that?
Yep.
You realize that the phones we have right now are like 10 times more intricate and powerful and more sophisticated than the computers that they use to get to the moon, right?
Yep. These guys gonna say they're gonna make some story up about this and about that, and about how well, we saw this and we don't need a ticket because man, I'm doing my best, man, to just hold it together. These guys, boy, the masses of frustration, I tell you.
Don't laugh at the comedy, bro.
You're making claims, you're backing claims with evidence. If you're going around saying we have no map, we have no model, we make no claims, but then asking to be in debates, I mean, it doesn't make.
Guys, don't bring up again the maps and the models, right? So, for fuck's sake.
Yeah. I'm sure you guys have heard that a lot. These guys are like, "Where's your model? Where's your model? Where's your model?" I'm like, man, you know how many models of stuff I have in my? I've got a model X-wing at my house. I've got a model of Optimus Prime at my house. It doesn't make any of that real. I've got a model, all kinds of models of stuff. These guys swear by a model, but it's like, yo, we need this reality. Some tickets would help. That would help. You know what I'm saying? But it's the reality of it all, man. Did they mention, and maybe I'm wrong because I keep saying it, but did they mention anything about a level test or a curvature test or a distance test? Did anybody hear about anything like that they took while they were over, or that they claimed that they might have taken while they were over there?
Yeah, perfect place to make a
I've lost the live chat.
Laser test.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah. And not a one. Like that's the easiest test of all tests, is that level test.
Hold on 2 seconds.
Like I didn't hear about any level tests taking place. Or any pilot saying that, yeah, man, here's where it curves.
I need to figure this out. Hold on. I don't know where my live chat has gone. Oh, there it is. I got it back. All right, let's get back on the live. There. Glitch.
That's that curve y'all were looking for, see? Right there. Like, I didn't hear of anything like that.
Thank you, Jim. What's this about? What's what about? That fuck up I just did. And JD, $4.99. Thank you very much.
Do you think these guys were just saying this stuff about the sun so positively? They're like, the sun. Do you think they're doing that so much just so they could take us off of the rails into talking about, no, the earth?
No, because the sun is the obvious thing. Like, you can't explain it. You can't explain it. You can't explain why it sets. You can't explain why it doesn't disappear into the distance. You can't explain why it goes round and round your head in the south. You can't explain star trails. You can't explain anything to do with the sky, which is why you pretend that none of it matters. It all matters very, very much because it is the easiest way of telling what shape we are standing on.
Like, we don't want to talk about the sun.
I
almost feel as if they just want to totally talk about the sun into trying to explain the sun. And I'm like, yo, maybe we should just be silent about the sun and be like, well, we're talking about the earth, and just be calm.
Well,
How convenient.
Support the geometry has curvature, so they got to point it to the sky. They can't use the earth because there's no evidence to support curvature.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
other than every measurement.
I think the sky would prove more that we're stationary rather than flat. Quicker.
Right.
It would prove both.
Right.
Helps both, but I mean, stationary is a lot easier to see.
Oh, thank you.
Right.
I'm just creating
Well, if we are an
goals.
electromagnetic
I got to make this
sky
worth my
basically
while,
is a
Jim.
sphere,
Thank you very much,
and
Jim
that's why
Daniels.
they
Not the
want you
usual
looking up
Coat
there
Matt's new
and
super chat
calculating
goal. Cheers.
everything but the ground is what the debate's about, but they want you looking up. because I think the sky does prove, global, not global, but just
some kind of
I mean,
sphericity.
It's a toroid, right?
Yeah,
everything.
So yeah, I'm wondering, like, if we should just leave it alone and just be like, look, I don't know. I don't care what the sun does. You got to explain. Like, I know y'all were out there and y'all did a level test, right? And like, give it to them. Like, make that rhetorical question. So y'all did that level test, right? I know y'all did, right? I mean, this was a flat Earth test, right? So you did the sun, cool. So you did that level test too, right? And you got that curvature too, right? And you got that rate of curvature, right? You got all that, right? I know that's what you did because you're proving a globe, right?
Oh, Jesus. Vlad JJ Dubs. Let's call him Dubs from now on. Double J. And Tron are proud of their block. Tron especially. Tron is the one that goes on about how he's so proud that he doesn't talk to anyone. Tron actually joined my live once on TikTok and was reasonable to me. I didn't realize what he was like when he was away from things like that. I was half respectful with Tron. If I ever see Tron again, Tron will be in for a very different conversation. Harnold, thank you very much, my friend. $5. Gotcha, Jim. Unfornicated. Matt is goal-orientated, unlike Fluff. See, I am goal-orientated. I have to, if I do that, these what people don't understand, and I'm not trying to guilt anyone into doing anything, it ain't anyone else's fucking problem. It's like, my life is incredibly busy. I actually have a full-time job. And for me to spend 2 hours doing a stream is actually quite a big deal for me to take the time out to do it. So I like to set goals to see if it's worth me doing it the following week all the time, because that's just makes sense to me, right? I can't sit there for 5 hours a day like these pricks streaming about bullshit and not talking to anybody from the opposite side. In fact, if anybody knows any flat earthers, please link this right now, and we will bring them in for a bit of a giggle. Jim, thank you. And unfornicated. I can't follow directions apparently. Really not. $5 each. Thanks very much. Goal target achieved. I would love to get some new members tonight, though. Not being greedy.
They're going to say no, obviously. So, I mean, at that point, it should be like, all right, cool. End of discussion. We ain't talking about the sun. We're talking about flat Earth, not flat sun.
Hang on, but you hate the sun. The football-shaped sun is used to call like American football. I'd call it a rugby ball.
You know?
Yeah, and as I said also earlier about the compass, if they were on the South Pole, the compass should done whatever it needs to do, right?
Yep.
I'm gonna put this to a vote.
Evidence, right? No optical, no nothing.
I'm gonna put this to a vote, right? Shall I continue with this stream? I'm gonna probably keep going to about 9 o'clock or thereabouts. That's like another 50 minutes. Wow, CK, thank you so much. CK is so good. So I'm going to either continue with this stream, or I can jump to Pete and repeat. What do you reckon? I'm going to put it to the you guys in the chat there to tell me what you want me to do. That's the next one I've got. I've got Pete and repeat, or I've got a bit more of this. But these are not going anywhere. And Pete and repeat, I've never seen them before. You know what I'm talking about, Pete and Peter, right? This. There's one vote for this. Pete and Peter, boring. I was directed to them last week today, right, by everybody. And now it's like, I've watched a bit of them and everyone's like, oh, they're pricks. Don't watch them. Make up your minds is what I say. All right, I'll continue with this for now.
An instrument used at a particular location to show wherever the hell they are. Right? But they didn't do it because you're going to...
I don't think it's satire. I don't. I think they are that stupid. But, you know, the vote is in. I've got to continue with this one.
Expose where the fuck they were. Right? That is the reason they don't do.
Yeah.
sense why they're even allowed in debates. They shouldn't be. That's not a scientific position to hold. So I no longer look at them in any way scientific. I don't think of them as truthers. I keep saying to people like, look what happened to me. I was a truther. I went on a trip.
I was a truther.
Oh, for God's sake, let him finish a sentence, for fuck's sake. Does this not annoy everybody else? Am I the only one getting annoyed by this? This is what's pissing me off. Like, I want to hear it a bit so they can actually react to this shit, but they let them get half a sentence out and then they start, you want a truther, you're a liar. Whilst lying their asses off. Glad you took to call them Peter Repeat. Everybody said that that's what they was called. I got loads of comments on that. By the way, if anybody's not been, please go watch my shorts that I've been putting out the last couple of weeks. Loads of flat earth experiments on there and loads of clips from debates I've done in the past.
Yeah, he was a truther, right? We are not truthers.
So now he's not a truther?
No, now he's a truther, right?
I see.
Absolute liar.
I brought the truth back to the truth.
A few people shat in the for the Pates. Maybe what I'll do is I'll do these and then I'll stick the Pates on for about the last quarter of an hour or something.
And they threw me under the bus.
Okay.
He brought the truth back for the truther and they threw him under the bus. Come on, Jared. You fucking knew nobody's gonna buy that shit from you clowns. You knew that. Even though you guys played it out, because this is the thing. These guys just went for the life like anything, just like, taking adventures without knowing consequences.
Oh, fuck off.
Yep.
Kids going on adventures without knowing the consequences.
Yep.
Because con artists, everything they do, but
Wash my shorts. Watch with a T. CH.
them it's a con. They thought they're going to con Mr. Will Duffy. Yeah?
Is it the Chewy song, CK? Because I've seen it. If it's that, a couple of people have sent it to me. Is that what you sent me?
Yeah.
And got played. But whatever these people have built from all these years was burned to the ground.
But whatever, I'm going to go and check out whatever CK sent me because CK is very generous and I need to pay it back. So let's see what I got here. Inbox. Hold on, that's not it. You didn't send it to me. Where do I get it from then? I'm lost. Where am I finding this clip from? Have I got to scroll up in the chat? Is that what you're telling me? Let's get back to that. What is? Like, you are confusing me now. You didn't send me that. This is from the 21st of February. Is that what you're saying? What is, though? It's on email. I just looked on email. There was nothing new there. Yeah, I just looked there. Did I? Let me look there again. I don't know what's going on. Nope. There's nothing new. But I don't know why, though, because there should be. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. I need to refresh, I think. Aha! I needed to refresh. It's a screen recording you're talking about, right? Screen recording. No, it won't play for some reason. It won't play on my thing. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. I might be there. I might have it. I need it over here, though, on this one. And I need it over the top of... Oh, for fuck's sake. Where's it gone? It's there. You're causing me all sorts of problems here. I got it. That's it, right? Is this what you wanted me to watch? Let's do it.
Right? Girls don't want to talk to me when they find out that I'm a flat earther. That's how the fuck it is. Girls find out, yeah. Wait, you a flat earther? Blocked. That's what it is, man. That's the truth. But you want to know something? It's the truth.
Who is this bloke at the bottom? Flat Earth Reconnaissance. I've never seen him before. Mikey Smith is in the top there with his little Gleason's map at the top. And what is with these bloke with the beards as well? Like, they all trying to have a beard competition to catch up with what's his fucking name? Dubs. Double J. Probably. Let's scroll this back up now. Let's get this back in place and see what's what here. Oh, God. Oh, no. Where's that gone now? It's there. There. Right. So I'm only just getting used to having two screens here to do this. So let's play this.
Mr. Will Duffy. And they thought they're going to play Mr. Will Duffy.
Yep.
Right?
They got to sleep and they got to stew in that. They got to stew in it. And yeah, I guess I was listening to Aloha brought up a really good point. Keith did, in that it's so bad that even freaking what's his name? He's lost all his steam. Witsit's lost all his steam. He's mentioned a really good point about Caleb disappearing. Like so much deceit, so many holes, right? That it looks so sketch and it's so dirty that it's like the people involved, like they really ruined it for themselves. They did a number on us. I'm glad it happened because it opened our eyes to a lot of other things and we learned a lot, right? It's unfortunate, yes, but damn, the amount of people that went down because of this, even Dither. You know what I'm saying?
No, I am set up. I've got everything set up ready to go. But then when people send me emails that are screen recorders, I fucking didn't expect that. I thought it would just go into the same box as everything else. But I'm learning as I go. Cheers. Don't just go easier on me next time. Fuck's sake. I'm supposed to be doing a stream during the week with Cats. Probably be on his channel, Culture Cats. So I don't know what night that will be. Be one evening.
Saying David Weiss, even him, right? Trying to sit there to protect them. You know, run like cover for him. Remember when he was showing us Mount Rossman, and then he was trying to say, look, see, they're different mountains. I was like, nah, bro, don't just stop. It's the same mountain, man. Don't try to fool me, bro. Come on, man. He was even trying to run cover for him, man. They turned around, stabbed him in the back. Judas did, as usual, you know, right on time. Even he tried to run cover for him, man. Like the whole thing just stinks to high heaven, man.
Yeah, I mean, one thing about becoming, you know, enlightened as we are, you know.
Oh, did he just say that? The one thing about being as enlightened as us, Double J, Dubs, is the most unenlightened person I think I've ever listened to talk about any subject ever. Fuck off, Dubs.
You know, becoming a flat earther is understanding, well, first of all, you question everything. And, you know, it's like, you're not going to go.
Yeah, Kat's contacted me in the week. Emailed me. But we haven't finalised the day yet. He just said, do you want to do a simulcast? I think, well, I don't use StreamYard, so it might be difficult, but I think I'll be able to do a screen capture with what I do use. But I've never done it before, so I might not be able to stream it here. But I'll just go on his channel if I can't. He's got more followers than me, so.
You know the enemy most of all. It's about knowing the enemy. You know, the who, the what, the why. You know, it's not the shape that matters most. But if you're going to be in compliance with the enemy, then, you know, that's a trip that we should have taken without, entertaining the powers that be, you know.
Entertaining, he said there. He didn't say ascertaining.
They went on that trip with them in charge. So that kind of speaks volume.
Yeah, but organise your own. This is what I don't understand about this group of misfits here, right? It's that they keep claiming that the flat earth community is growing. They keep claiming that it's never been bigger, that the future's looking bright. And then they've got 10,000 views on all of their videos. So just do a crowdfund for these bellends to go to Antarctica themselves. And then they can film whatever they want to film.
You know, on its own.
Yep. Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
I mean, who in their right mind in this community is going to entertain, the powers that be's psyops?
Yep. Exactly.
I'm pretty sure we could have fundraised and went on our.
Well, CK, I'll definitely be streaming Sunday nights at 7 p.m. my time. And someone's giving me a thumbs down on this stream today. So there must have been a flurf in the house. And probably Wednesday next week because I reached my target today. So I'm always going to have targets to try and motivate myself to do more streams. So I'll probably be doing Wednesday next week and Sunday and whatever night I'm on with Cats if it's next week.
Our own, but I don't think that place is real to begin with. So I'm not saying that we should even go. In fact, even Roger's claiming he's going to go, but it definitely worries and concerns me. But I'm definitely looking forward to what happens. But I definitely don't think that it's an option or tangible whatsoever. I don't think that it's.
Whoa, Jim Daniels, thank you so much. Look at that, 20 gift memberships. You get a gift membership, it was Jim.
It's even legitimate.
Oh yeah, Vlad, brother, I think you're hot micing a bit. Are you doing something in the background?
Yeah. I was just repairing a pipe. My bad. Let me go ahead, tone it down. My bad.
And call me a bunch of names and block me. So it just tells me that those people were never looking for the truth. They don't want the truth. They want the truth that they believe in. And I think that's really kind of what YouTube is. YouTube is a bunch of people who go out looking for reconfirmation.
You are doing this on YouTube, Jared.
Thank you.
Yeah, if any of you talk to Cats, give him a shout and to give him a kick up the arse to let me know what night he wants to do it or what evening he wants to do it. He was messaging me. I don't know if I've gone back with times that he can't do and he's trying to work around it, but I'm quite flexible. I just work very, very early mornings. So I would never be able to stream for you Americans in here. You love the streams that be in the middle of my nighttime. I can never do them.
Whatever you're doing right now, this collab, it's on YouTube.
Has Dick Wank been in? Has anyone seen Dick Wank in here then? Is that the person that thumbs it down? I love the way they think that that's going to upset me. Right, thumbs down for this prick. Talking bad about flat earth, thumbs down. Get him out of there, like I care.
There are people who are becoming engineers and taking degree through YouTube, learning things from YouTube and doing exams. Right? You can learn anything you want.
What is that noise? Is he still playing with his cock, that second bloke down there? Has it got a bit of a squeak to it now? A bit sore after a couple of hours of pounding on it.
On YouTube.
Exactly.
Now, it depends what the fuck people are wasting time seeing and doing what. It's their personal shit. But it's still a medium. Much more trustable than mainstream media and pseudoscience and peer reviews and NASA and sci-fi lovers and many other things are there.
Yeah, sci-fi lovers. I'm not a sci-fi lover.
Just because Vlad
Star Wars is all right.
You guys are using YouTube. You guys have your own broadcast
is it Vlad?
Channel or what? A station of Professor Dave or yours?
Who's the bloke?
No.
Who's the fucking hell's done it again? Who's the bloke that's underneath
what they believe, or they believes the same thing, and they feel very
He's the one
proud of
playing.
themselves.
We are very proud of ourselves. We have groups of hundreds of thousands of flat earthers. Hundreds and thousands.
Yeah, a lot of really cool people too.
Really? Name one. I can't think of one really cool flat earther. Does anybody else know? Yeah, no, you can never have conspiracy music studio. You can never have enough targets. Come on.
And even we have Globers in flat earth groups, right? That's the best part. We have flat earthers and we have Globers too, because they don't have any other entertainment than to be in flat earth groups or to go on live of flat earthers, because they don't have anything to.
What did he say? Is there a translator in the house? Cheers, Jim. Jim. Being very generous this evening.
Grow their belief, their religion, to prove their religion. So they're just there to mock and bully and divert flat earth progress with this kind of bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, I think it
100%.
helps people who maybe didn't graduate.
Go ahead, JJ.
No, I was just saying, I was just agreeing with you, man. It's nothing less than exactly what you said.
Tim Davison, thank you, $5. I'm contracted to make one bad joke per stream, so here's today's DIT. Why do people call him Dirth? Can I say that? Sorry for the bad words. That's okay, mate. So DITRH, deep in the rabbit hole, right? That's what he's called. Why is he Dirth? Because I always called him Dirth, or as I knew him. Like, that's what Katz wanted to talk to me about. My interactions in the past with Dirth. So that should be a fun conversation. Potato. That funny. Dirth or potato. That's a funny song.
Let's say they didn't go to college, and so you have something on them. You went to.
What the fuck did he say? What did he say about the college?
I think he was starting to try and make that point. Like a lot of he mentioned something about not graduating or something. And I'm like, here we go. Now he's putting his trust in in our education system. Now he's starting to put his trust in it.
Yeah, this is the thing. This is the problem. He speaks about graduation and education. We have that education. That is the reason we are fucking debunking the Glover and you guys.
Exactly.
Dirt. That's obviously why. Jaron used to do Dirtball or Dirtball of the week on his show, and then he stopped doing it. I don't know why. He just does some quiz thing now.
And the official education is how we got into this mess in the first place.
Exactly.
Exactly.
If we were not graduates and had that education, we wouldn't be here destroying it.
Exactly.
Really.
And now it puts the education under a microscope. Like, is it?
I always thought Flat Earth Dave was just some bloke that thought the Earth was flat. And I tried my best to get along with him until I realised that he was blatantly fucking lying. And then I had no respect for him at all.
Really worth it? And it sucks because now, you even had Professor Dave go on other people's channels saying, oh, it's important that, we kill the flat earth so we can properly educate the people. So my thing is, I would say, yes, you're doing a good job educating people into your BS system.
Oh my God. So Professor Dave says things like that. I don't agree with everything Professor Dave says, by the way. I don't agree with everything anybody says, because we should all have our own minds about stuff. But I don't think he fears flat Earth, to be fair. I think it's kind of killed itself. The first experiment that any of them ever went to do that was actually watched by the world, they failed miserably. So, dead.
You were doing a good job, but now, it's a toss-up.
They're doing a
yeah, go ahead, Tron.
Yeah, dit her. So just call him dit her.
Mm-hmm.
No, they're doing
but
$2, thanks, Tim.
Well, I'd say they're doing a decent job of fooling people. You know what I'm saying? If they're
No, they are not doing any kind of decent job of fooling anybody. I have not been fooled or convinced about anything that anybody on the internet has told me about anything ever. But I know I can watch a sunset myself. I know that I can watch a ship go over the horizon myself. I know that I can watch stars do what they do myself. I know the sun doesn't get smaller as it goes away. I can see it for myself. I don't need anybody fooling me to make me think that I'm seeing that.
If their whole thing is to fool everybody, then I'm like, okay, you got done what you wanted to get done. What's his name? Eric Dubé just made a really good video today, talking about graduation, right? Pretty much the root of graduation, what it means, graduation, and the cap and the gown, what they signify, them signifying Saturn. Yes, them signifying Saturn.
What are they talking about now?
The Kaaba out there in Mecca. You know what I'm saying? That big old cube that those guys circle around, and the relationship to Saturn, graduation, its relationship to Saturn. So a lot of this stuff I find quite interesting, And
exactly. Is it Gebus? I don't agree with everything I say. I've said lots of stupid things. I've been on podcasts and stuff for over 5 years now, 5.5 years. And I look back at some episodes and think, what the fuck was I talking about there? That was bollocks.
So if they're trying to, indoctrinate us into their system of Saturn, then they've done their job. They've done quite a remarkable job.
They like Eric Dubé, like these people like him and Durf, like those two in particular could have gone down and exposed all of this TFE if they'd have actually believed what they were saying, but they didn't. And I saw Durf the other day, actually. I think it was yesterday I was watching him. He was talking about how he's never, ever, ever again going to interact with demons. That's us, I guess. Anybody that questions a flat earth is a demon, and he was suggesting that we're not real people. Like we've been put here by them to break down the real people. Something like that he was saying. Like, fucking idiot. And the bloke he was talking to was agreeing with, oh yeah, that makes sense. No, it doesn't.
I'd say.
Absolutely, brother. This is the thing. Shout out to Brett Freeman, aeronautical engineer in Flatten the Curve, that he mentioned, thinking out of the box. The box is the hat that was given to you on graduation, right?
Oh, yeah. That's a good point. That's a really good point. I didn't even think about that.
And you don't think about anything because you're a dickhead.
And throughout all those years before you even get to graduation, they tell you think outside the box, but really they put you in the box.
If the thumbs down person's still here, make me aware of you so I can invite you up onto the stream.
Exactly.
It's so backwards.
You've really hurt my feelings. I'm going to not sleep tonight now.
It's kind of, the irony is like incredible.
Yeah. I tell you, it's hard. It's difficult when you're trained a certain way and you're just indoctrinated on how you should think or how you should see things. Like I've mentioned before, that it's kind of like if somebody says, build me a machine to get you from point A to point B. Well, if you're going to do it on the ground, you're going to build something similar to the car. You're going to build something with 4 wheels or 2 wheels, but you're going to build something with wheels, right? Not too many people would go in and build something with tread, but thinking outside the box would probably make you do something like totally different. Probably like, yeah, right.
I wonder why the girls don't like him.
Hovercraft, or like the way a snake moves, or the way a snail moves on the ground. Something like different, absolutely different. And it's just how we were trained. It's hard to break out of that. It's very hard to break out of that.
No. What, break out of reality, you mean? What are these people talking about? You fell for the stupidest fucking hoax on the internet, and you can't admit it. That is why you're still around in this stupid, depleting gang that you're in. The lowest of the low. And you think you're talking like you're the ones that broke out of the system. You're the ones that have got it all figured out, and everyone else just ain't got a clue.
Another example that I use is the iPad. After the iPad came out, or the touchscreen with the iPod, right? Like every other model, like
Lindsay, come on,
the Zuni and all those other things, they started to adopt the same method on how to play music. You know what I'm saying? Put your
I'm not going to forget, Sword. Fuck that.
Finger on this little circle, and
so he can sit there looking super confident while rolling back in his chair and not being able to answer what the South Pole is.
And jog it around, and then you could get different. You know what I'm saying? So once you get into a habit of doing things, it's so difficult to break away from that and do something different.
It is. It took me years to stop saying planets, and I even once in a while catch myself still saying that. I'm like, they're not planets.
It's because that's what they are.
So, they're wandering stars. They're just lights. It's not a physical thing.
Yeah, they're just lights that are there for absolutely no reason other than to look pretty. God put them there. He just put them there for no reason. Just there. They're just there. There's no reason for it, but they just go round and they tell us where they are because they all circle Polaris. If you look through the guide stones, you can see it. What about the south? Yeah, but don't talk about the south. That's just perspective. Not interested in that. That don't tell you anything.
Right. I had somebody jump on me because I said all around the globe. I was like, oh, all over the globe. And he was like, you're a glober because you said globe. I said, oh my God. I was like, I said, hey, that's my mistake. I said, yo, like I said, I'm indoctrinated. Like I was indoctrinated. I still have old habits that still need to be washed out of my brain. But these things, we had them since we were kids,
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, having more than 200
Fake
podcasts,
news.
I think it's very difficult that you're gonna mention words like this. At least me, right? I'm not gonna say a planet, a globe. For me, it's a lot of words that is like already in the vocabulary that's not gonna change.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's why I say that the highest form of education is the ability to unlearn.
Right. If you do a lot of talking, you're gonna screw up and say something by mistake.
Every time Tron speaks, I cringe.
Sounds like cognitive dissonance to me, mate.
It's gonna happen.
Yep.
It's true. Yeah, just like in the heat of the moment, you're trying to get these thoughts out of your head, and it happens.
Yeah.
But there's the thing, Tron. But once you know that those words are not going to come out, is the name of the game, right? Then you know that you're above it, right? That even by mistake, those words are not going to come out because it's a bad frequency.
I'm pretty good these days about not saying it, but
who's Emma?
I try not to. If I catch myself, I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe I just said that.
I can't believe you say most of the things you say, Tron.
It's even worse than that too, though. But any conversation you have, even if it's about history or anything, it's like you'll catch yourself relying on information from the source that we know is not credible.
Yes.
Violated by gas.
Any conversation, really, it's very difficult to unlearn that.
By the way, I need to ask a question. I got accused of something the other day, and it hurt my feelings quite a lot. Someone said to me, "You sound very much like Nathan Oakley. You should, but for the Globe, you should debate Nathan Oakley because you sound the same as him." I've never been so offended in my fucking life.
What the fuck was that?
That was me. My bad.
Dude,
That was my bad.
are you really frustrated and you're punching things?
Oh
right?
no! It was a weight. It was a weight plate that fell. Let me mute myself. My bad. I'm like Roger Ledwell right now. Let me mute myself.
That's over there.
No worries.
The ironworks.
Yeah, ironworks, right? It's like
I hate to see my friends get bent out of shape on these subjects, though, because it's just, that frustration can kind of get a grip on you. And
pump the goal. This is the last goal I'm going to do. Thank you, Jim.
That's what bothers me. I don't like to see that. That can mess your whole day up, your thought patterns, and it's just,
Yeah, we got to be more callous than that. It's just another day at the office for us, man.
Yeah, I don't let that get under my skin too much. It's frustrating, but I don't let it get into my emotions or anything. No way.
If the flat Earth is true,
nothing on the internet.
Jesus Christ, he let Jaren get half a sentence out. What the fuck?
Shouldn't get under your skin because this is the thing. This is the fucking circus, right? You're gonna find every kind of people and energy and frequency and vibration of every kind, right? So.
What?
Oh yeah.
There's a lot of reason to, be frustrated. I'm not going to say there isn't, because when it comes at the end of the day, we have children at stake and, all the other stuff that's going on in this sick, evil place. Bro. I understand where the frustration is coming from, but, making decisions and, out of emotional state isn't never a good result.
Double J speaks a lot and says absolutely nothing. And the second bloke down, who is this? Does anyone know? If anyone's told me who he is, I've not seen it. The one that keeps playing with his cock, the one that's that one down from the fucking whatever that is at the top, and the one above Dubs. Who is he, and why does he never speak?
No, it's not usually knee-jerk reactions and. Like I said, it messes with your thoughts. You might not think of something.
Realistically, we have every reason to be pissed the hell off.
Yeah. Sure. And bro, like you said, man, this stuff right now is more for tomorrow. The younger generation needs to start to really get a grasp of this stuff. And if the older guys can't teach this to them,
Oh yeah.
You've got nothing to teach. If you had any knowledge at all, you would not be terrified of putting it up against anybody else's point of view. But instead you block everybody and hide whilst pretending that I don't need to justify it to anyone.
Shout out to Sherry Mac. She says, live in thankfulness. The TFE is actually a good thing. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
As I said.
Yeah, let's do that thing where we all pretend that TFE was a big win for Flat Earth without knowing anything as to why it could possibly be.
Everything happens for a reason, and it's for good. No matter how negative or how devastated it looks or feels like, in the end, it's going to be for good and positive, right?
Yeah.
We got the
somewhere
truth,
in the future. Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
We got the truth. So, the road might get bumpy, but it'll clear up.
Jim.
I really think
thank you
that.
very much.
People don't want to live in a lie. I don't think they're going to be comfortable with it in so many ways. Like, every time you turn around, there's going to be more lies. And I don't think people are going to continue to be comfortable with that.
Yeah.
Now make credibility great again,
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Has he been practicing that in the mirror, do you reckon? I'm going to say this next time I'm on a live stream. I'm going to say, make credibility great again. That'll go down. That'll get me a round of applause. And everyone's just like, even this lot was cringed at that. And they was like embarrassed. What the fuck did he say that for? And one of them, like, out of pity, went, yeah.
It's almost like where everybody's being forced into the truth, which I think is phenomenal.
Right.
Whether it's forcing everybody
It's the most profound thing I've ever heard.
To check themselves too. And I think, that's one of our saving graces, honestly, is even if somebody calls one of us a shill or something like that, it's like people are trying to be extra careful with the information. You know what I'm saying? Nobody likes to be deceived. And so it's like everybody's checking on each other. And, it can be frustrating at times, especially if you're under the gun, but it's like, hey, you know what? I get it. I'd probably do the same thing. So I get it. I totally get it.
Why are these even bothering pretending they're going to review? There's no way they can review it now. Like, so they've only got like an hour left of their stream. That stream with Dave and Jerem was I think it was over an hour. They've barely got anywhere into it. They keep talking, so they're not going to get even halfway through it, I don't think. Right.
So I'm not even worried about any of that. I don't care what people think about me.
Yeah. What does it do to me? Nothing, really.
Doesn't do nothing to me.
Yeah.
It's not going to change me one bit. I don't care.
Yeah, but that's not like stunning and brave, is it? Yeah, it's not going to change me. The coping is like, I see Spin. I exactly know what you're talking about now with this. Like, the coping is off the fucking charts. It's like listening to jealous people. It's like listening to a man that's wife has run off with his friend and he's trying to convince his other friends that he doesn't care anyway because he didn't want her anyway. That's what it sounds like.
Honestly, though, for me, the frustration comes from, like, I thought this was going to be a lot easier, guys. I really did.
I think it's worth it at the end. I totally think it's worth it. It's going to be tough. I expect it to be a little crazy.
CK needs to put some pom-poms on or whatever they are. Do a bit of cheerleading.
If it is easy, I look at it with, I look at it with one of them side eyes. You know what I'm saying? If it's too easy, I'm like, I might be doing something wrong. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But when it's tough, a lot of times that's your measuring stick, The
reason why I say that is because I got a few friends and they come at me with stuff, and I got a few friends. I know they're flat earthers. They might not come out and say it, but I know that they are. 100%. And then I got some friends who, like, they poke fun at me. They...
No, you ain't. First of all, you haven't got any friends. Every friend you've got in the world is in this panel. And secondly, just because people are not openly taking the piss out of you for being a flat earther doesn't mean that they're secretly flat earthers themselves. I can assure you they're fucking not. Right? They probably think there's that prick with no friends and no family. He thinks the earth is flat. Let's be a bit charitable towards him and not take the piss out of him. We'll laugh at him behind his back.
Tag me in a few things here and there, and they goof on me, and I'm like, I've explained this in so many different ways, man. I'm like, it's a lost cause, and I'm like, I'm not going to just keep explaining it to them. I'm just not. I'd rather them see me have a conversation with one of my friends who do understand, rather than me try to explain stuff to them anymore, because they're like, I'm not going to jump through little tiny hoops on fire to try to help you understand. It's like, you know.
And then they'll be very thirsty, Paul.
A million
Yeah,
things
You
out
only
there.
lead
we
them
hit
to the
on,
water,
too.
and they
It's
got to
like-
drink it themselves.
Yeah, this is
Yeah,
how I
right.
see it.
Does Vlad? Why would Vlad think that? Vlad loves the sound of his own voice. Yeah, I agree. But why would you love the sound? No one can even understand a fucking word he's saying. Why is he dressed? Why is he dressed like he thinks he's a film star? It's so funny.
I tell them, people start demanding things from me. I tell them, I'm not a circus animal. I don't jump because somebody asked me something.
Jesus, CK, you're on a satellite delay. I don't think you sound like Oakley. It is a low blow, but someone was trying to. I think they was trying to compliment. So this is Oakley. Let's find something that he says here. So let me play the worst thing he's ever said. This one.
But you enjoy the taste of my salty nuts as I teabag you.
That's Oakley, and this is May. Do we sound anything other than both being British? I don't know whereabouts. He's not. He's definitely not from where I'm from. It sounds like he's further up north than me. Hopefully, he's nowhere near me. I never ever want to run into him in the street. Put it that way.
They can sit out and shut up, and I'll teach them something, or they can get out of my face.
Oh my God, was that Tron being hard again? He's well hard, Tron. Yeah, goddamn it, you get the fuck out of my goddamn fucking face, you prick, or else I'll fucking teach you something. No, you won't, Tron. You won't do anything. You've never seen violence in your entire life.
That's exactly how I see it.
Jim Daniels. I will
think
be
that's fair.
streaming. Thanks to Jim. I will be
Yeah,
streaming
God gave
on
you 2 ears and one
Wednesday.
mouth. You need to do twice the listening, half the talk.
I will be streaming on Wednesday and Sunday next week. Thanks, Jim, and everyone else that has given me super chats today.
If they're sincere, I'll talk all day. But if they're not, I'm going to get rid of them real fast.
Yep.
I'm with you there, man. I'm on that boat.
I've been getting a lot of hate mail. Roger's been getting the hate mail too, and it's upsetting him. You know, hearing Roger's coming back talking about, Vlad, they've been.
It's like this. Yeah, fuck off. Me and Big Oakley, Nathan Jokley.
Sending me some nasty emails and stuff. You know, it's a little bit bothering. And I'm like, Roger, man, I was like, that's part of it, bro. I said, notice how when
I love Jim. Jim's been brilliant today. Thanks, Jim. Thanks, everybody. That's a very generous bunch.
not sending anybody anything nasty, that's part of it. So it is what it is.
Hey,
Yeah.
I've had death threats. I've had death threats. You think I'm kidding? I have.
That just means you're doing a good job.
Who would? What do you mean you're doing a good job? He's not doing a good job. He's absolutely terrible. He's like the worst person ever to have spoken. I wouldn't want him speaking up for me under any circumstances. If anyone's given Tron a death threat, if anyone's given Tron a death threat, then they're why? What significance is Tron to bother giving a death threat to?
Exactly. That's their way of saying nice work.
Yep, you're over a target and you're a threat.
Must be.
Exactly.
Must be.
Sure,
Exactly.
you had that happen. And
Yeah, like I can't even do that very well. But whenever I take the piss out of Tron, I do a Southern, even though he's not Southern. I don't think he's Southern, is he? Because I can't do anything else, and I can't really even do Southern, but it will do. But everyone knows what I'm getting at.
you didn't do nothing about it?
I did. I reported it.
All
You know
right.
what happened? And you know what happened?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah.
It didn't go against community standards. It was clearly a threat. I say
You can take that to the police, though, bro, because if you put a complaint, they have to investigate.
Well,
Someone threatened this prick on TikTok, did they? Tron. You can't even, like, people make this stuff up. I don't know if anyone in here is a TikToker, right? But they make this stuff up on there where I'm sure they make it up, because I've had lives stopped before, but usually when people report me for bullying or something, if I get aggressive with somebody or whatever. But like, people try to say that you can't say die on there. You can't say kill. You can't say rape. You can't say suicide, something like that. There's certain words that you have to call it something else. But some people, like Planet Peterson, for instance, he doesn't do any of that. He just says all of those words and he never seems to get taken down. So I don't really know what they're talking about.
I kind of felt it was just a punk prank anyway, but you never know, but I've had it happen.
Yeah.
It came into my DM on TikTok, and I did report it twice, 2 different ways. Not that I was concerned about it, but I felt it was uncalled for. You know what I'm saying? And but nothing became of it. Nothing. Nothing happened.
That's crazy, bro.
Yep.
They've got stupid rules on there. Like the things that you think would get flagged don't, and the things that you think will never do. Sorry, the other way around.
Funny, man, you know.
I know what I meant. I think you know what I meant as well.
Because
it's not funny.
You don't know who the fuck you're dealing with out there. These people are going to actually say something like that.
I thought about that. I said, oh my God, you know what? But I just felt like, I did what I could. But I mean, it wasn't like a continuous over and over series of it. It was just a DM, and I felt like someone was just messing around, screwing around. So, but I thought, maybe I better report it anyway, which I did.
Yes.
So
I think he should be renamed Moon Peterson because he's not big enough to be a planet.
Because you know what? If they're willing to say that to you, who knows what else they're willing to say to something else they don't like on someone else's page or whatever.
Exactly.
Some girl is doing something he don't like, or whatever, Not always dealing with men.
Exactly.
Can you imagine leaving a message for a Glober? You believe in a globe, I'll kill you.
I'm telling you, that's exactly it. Let me tell you something. I don't ever argue this. I've never been compelled to go
CK, what is this about Oakley and dildos?
Find people that totally disagree with me and just start stirring crap up. I don't do that stuff. I never have done it. I wait for them to come to me.
That's like a blood type, man, to do that stuff, to seek out, something you don't agree with. Even if it is like in the news or whatever, a hot topic.
It's ridiculous. I don't go find people.
I love how they're just rapidly moving through this thing they're supposed to be watching along with. They've said nothing. Made no point about anything. What are they even talking about now? I don't even know what they're talking about. I don't even think I'm listening to them anymore. I'm just reading the chat and talking to you. I don't give a fuck what Tron. Every now and then I hear Tron pop up with, I'll punch him in the goddamn face. And then this other twat at the top starts talking bollocks. The bloke underneath him's bashing on his cock. JJ's talking shit. And then the bloke at the bottom's telling you why he can't get laid.
To argue with. I mean, why would you do this? To me, people that do that have got some kind of psychotic problem. They got a serious problem. You know what I mean? In my view. Or they're being paid shills or something, They
got a truth telling problem. They got a truth telling problem at the end of the day.
Well, there are some people that I think are paid to go around and stir stuff up. I really believe it, because why would they do it? Either that or they got a mental disorder. One of the
a mental disorder. Oh my God, I'm going Tron hunting tomorrow on TikTok.
And these days with all these people,
Yeah, guys, I wanted to add something regarding that, right? It's not that everybody could be paid to do this shit. The thing is, the indoctrination is so deep.
Oakley did a video tour of his disco. His disco? What do you mean?
Deep that these kind of clowns automatically are working for the controllers without them knowing that, because they are on a frequency, and the indoctrination given to them, the pseudoscience given to them in a way, and they think that they're very smart if they follow that shit. And that is the problem, right? So they come there to prove themselves very smart, that they know a lot of rational shit. It's nothing. It's pseudoscience, right? So they even don't know that they are indirectly controlled because the frequency they are on. Nobody need to pay one cent to these fucking people, right?
What is he talking about? I am not so this is how I am. I will follow evidence. I don't follow the government says so I follow. No, never. But if there's something in question, I will look for the evidence. There is zero evidence that we live on a flat earth. Zero. I decided that and figured that out after looking into it for about a week. There is nothing. But they believe that everybody that believes we don't live on a flat earth must be indoctrinated and just have never looked into it. Do they really believe that, or is it just what they tell themselves?
So everybody have their own time to spend on the internet, and these people are indirectly working for them for free, because it's been
Oh my God, I've spoke to so many people about frequency and that sort of thing. I mean, I don't know. I would always call myself an open-minded skeptic, but I'm definitely closed-minded when it comes to flat Earth because it's so ridiculous that anybody with half a brain can just figure it out.
Encrypted or encrypted in them, not directly, indirectly, the way and everything is. So you guys get what I'm saying, right?
Oh yeah, no, it makes good sense, dude. A lot, I used to go on the NASA pages thinking I could talk to people, and it quickly became obvious that there's not really no talking to these people.
Yeah, no.
Try me, Tron.
I think we got a lot
Their
going
math
for us.
is-
So, when it comes to all these other things, the people are going to wake up, just to who, it's not even the shape of the earth, but who's told you about the shape of the earth, who's lied about it. And
I'm definitely, CK, if you're sending me a video, are you sending me a video? Because I'm only going to be on for about another 10 minutes max, I think.
I think that's one thing we got really going for us is
I'm not talking about max in chat.
Just all the other awakenings, from A, B, C, D, just every day they're showing some type of lack of integrity,
Yes, that's what I love. Yes, I'm like, man, they're digging their own grave. They don't, whether they know it or not, they are. Yeah.
Yeah, you've got it all figured. Who's the noob joiner at the bottom? Is someone can't even see what his name is there.
And it's like, and really, all we have to do is just like kind of guide people. Be like, you see that? And they'll be like, yeah, that's BS. Be like, you see that? They're like, yeah, that's BS. And then you let them kind of figure it out on their own. Like you be like, don't you see a pattern here? And then
no, yeah. The thing is, like, ha ha ha. It's so funny. I can't believe they're digging their own grave. Ha ha ha. But we won't talk to them no more. We definitely won't talk to them because they're not really digging their own grave. We kind of know that we'll lose every argument we have. We'll get humiliated in real time by anybody with half a brain. So let's just not talk to them. Then we can just all sit together with the bloke that's the second, that guy there, that's been rubbing his cock for the last 3 hours.
let them be like, well, but that doesn't make the earth flat. It's still a globe. Like, but really, is it? You understand?
Yeah, CK, I'll be back on Wednesday. So if you send it to me, I will play it then.
But so people, I feel with all these.
By the way, if I do my next stream on Wednesday, I'm going to need material. Everybody, whatever you'd like me to react to and cover, send whatcast@gmail.com.
Lies coming out that people kind of like you guys said, man. Yeah. Like they'll see for themselves. They'll establish a pattern of their own and then, they'll come into it.
You know what, though, Vlad? We got a lot more of that in the opposite. We could say a lot more to them. That doesn't make it a globe. Then they can say that to us,
That's true. That's right. That's right. Yeah, some interesting times, so for real.
So this is the thing, right? Tron, this is also the thing, right? This is the reason all those fresh, young globers are coming full passionate, fresh out of the oven.
Yep, right out of the oven. And they're as dumb as ever with the same stupid, tired arguments. So I
love it when he says that, old Tron boy. The goddamn same damn stupid arguments. The ones that Tron has no answers for whatsoever. I wish I could link people. Just go back on my channel, and anything that says debate or anything like that, Tron is on one of them. I don't know which one it is, but he's on there for quite a while. And he looks absolutely ridiculous on there.
I don't have any patience for them anymore. I quickly talk to them, try to listen to them. They either hear what we got to say or they're gone.
Oh, yeah. Aloha, what's up?
Hey, aloha, guys. Just jump back in. Hey, Tron, how are you, bro? I'm right there with Tron.
Aloha.
Yeah, I have zero tolerance for globe troll ignorance. I do not entertain them anymore.
But you've spoke about them for the last 2 hours, so you're not entertaining them. What if he doesn't entertain them? Does he ascertain them? That's what I want to know.
I spent too many years. I wasted too much time thinking you're having a conversation with somebody. Now you can, all of us, you could sniff them out within about 30 seconds usually. And we got to get, like, there's been so many lives on the TikTok that I know it's a troll. I drop the troll, and almost immediately we start having a good conversation with someone who is sincere. But the people who are sincere are not arrogant. So
I love the way that they call it sincere. What they mean is people that haven't got a fucking clue, that are new to the topic and still might be swayed by it.
they're not going to butt in with their questions as long as the troll is there, peppering everybody with their stupid questions we've already answered 1,000 times. So, yeah, I'm with Tron on this.
Bingo.
And some of the people that are really wanting to know might actually have a similar question to the troll. So they
unfornicated Exactly. Let's bring it over here. Hang on. I don't want it there. I want it here. Where is my chat on here? Right there. Same stupid tired arguments like two celestial poles, sunset, sunrises, moon phases, eclipses. The reason they use the same is because they have no answers. Exactly.
The sincere people are afraid to speak up because of the stupid trolls that are sitting there acting like trolls, you know? So you got to deal with it. And I think that everybody should deal with it and stop it. I know I'm trying my best to stop it all, you know?
Yep. Yep. Oh, it's so frustrating to them, and it's good to see them get frustrated too.
I like the tactic of working together, you know, and stop.
It's not frustrating. It's hilarious. It's hilarious that they won't talk. Some people get frustrated, but this is why. I know why people get frustrated. Some people really used to monetize the stupidity, and they used to have loads of debates and whatever. And now flat earthers won't debate them anymore, so they're not getting as many views and whatever. It doesn't really bother me. Whether if they want to debate, great, or it will never be a debate. It will always be me taking the piss. So I'm literally the person they're talking about in here. But I'll still ask some questions. I'm not going into the stupidity of their arguments ever. I just won't do it because I'm bored of the same conversations. But I love to point and laugh. But I will talk to any of them, no problem. But if they don't want to talk, I can just watch shit like this and laugh at that. It's the same for me, either way.
Stop entertaining them, and we know who's who. You know, we know who's genuine and who isn't. You can spot them a mile away, and as long as we give them a platform, then really, ultimately, they're winning. You know, and I think that's something that we need to, get together and just try our best to clean house.
Yeah, but
what's the Oakley video? Let's check this one out before we move on here. I wonder where this is going to jump up on my. If I drag it, can I drag it? I can't drag it. Is this in? Hang on, I can't. What the fuck? Is this the Oakley video or a porn? I haven't got the sound on it. Is there something I should? Because if it's if they're playing music, I will get copyright struck for that being on there. I don't want to look at the hold on. This is what I wanted. This was my chat that was just on, right? Yeah, I don't want to take a risk and play that right at the end of the stream for them to fucking demonetize it. So, yeah. You just never know with YouTube. Yeah, that's the one.
No, you can fuck off.
JJ, this is the thing. On TikTok, it's another scene, right? There are many new people. There are many new people posing to be flat earth, right? The ones, these sellouts and these sellouts and this disinformation, we all know that, right? The problem is these people were representing the flat earth.
I will watch it. I went there. Yeah, I'm going to go very shortly though, so I don't want to kind of like that's in a different window. I've got to get prepped up for this. If I'm going to get, because I have the chat in that window. If I click on something, it takes the chat away. I've got another window there with that on, with a load of tabs on it, and then I've got everything else going on my screen here that I need to be going on. So I ain't buying another fucking monitor. So look at the bed. Right, okay. I do. Is this shit that I want to know? By the way, I don't think so.
On TikTok, it's new shit, right? People from everywhere, different. You don't know who the fuck is going to be on the panel in the next minute, and
True.
So
That's
it's
true.
another game. It's another ball game, right?
It's the Wild West.
Oh, it's TikTok. I was about to say, is TikTok the Wild West?
Did anyone ever hear that video of Oakley, by the way, when he smacked his kid? That was awful to listen to.
Sometimes, man, you better have it together. Or you're going to get smacked down pretty hard.
Gotta get you. Okay. All right.
Yeah, I've never done TikTok, so I'm pretty ignorant to it.
Don't mess around.
I avoid TikTok, so yeah.
It's frustrating.
Yeah, TikTok is like the Wild Wild West, so it's crazy up there.
Max, you got 3 monitors is not enough. It's fucking weird. Like, I've only just got 2. Fuck no, the first screen, I did a stream 2 weeks ago, whatever it was, and I only had 1. I just had literally my laptop, and it was chaos. So I've got another one. I thought, oh, I'm all right now. And now it's like, okay, I haven't got enough. And what's going on? There's too many things I need to be looking at once.
Yeah.
But I got to admit, I do have a buddy that I tried convincing him, just talking to him quite a bit, and he wasn't really getting there. It was a real slow process like normal, but he actually got converted by TikTok, which was pretty cool.
Well, I hear a lot of positive reports.
If I was like mates with Double J, I think I'd slip into a coma listening to one monitor. Yeah. 65. Well, yeah, it's bigger than both of mine combined.
It's on TikTok, a lot of positive too. In spite of all the negative, there's a lot of positive stuff, guys. People coming up saying, "Yeah, I was listening in," and now they're coming around. So
yeah, for sure.
I've had some great conversations.
They're not coming around, right? Okay, I'm going to leave it there. They're never going to move on. I can't believe that out of all of that, I've been on for over 2 hours. I can't believe that all of that, and they've only moved on into the video they were supposed to be reviewing by about 3 minutes. I've seen more of Oakley and his Mrs. Sex toys than I have of any of this thing with Professor Dave and Jaron. So that's absolutely fucking weird. Cheers, everybody. Thank you for all of the super chats. Thank you for the memberships and everything else. It's been very much appreciated. I will, as a result, be back on Wednesday for another live. I will also be dropping videos. I ain't putting it on here. I'll watch it in my own time. I might take after this bloke that's him there in a minute and watch it. Right. So I'll be back on Wednesday for live, and I'll be back Sunday because of all of the fantastic support I've got on here today. And I'll also be dropping videos here and there. Keep your eye on my short videos because they are clips of debates and experiments that I've done. Thank you, everybody, new members, super chats, everything else. Cheers so much to all of you, and I'll see you next time. See you later.